Hello and welcome back to my channel, the place where I talk to you about how you can create success and be happy doing it. Before we go any further, I have to show you how cool this chair is. I mean, hello. Maybe you could zoom in on this bit, Luke, so everyone can see the cool situation. I mean, there's a badger there who's drinking a pina colada. There's a fish with a top hat. There's a sloth with a shisha pipe. There's an otter with a fan, because he's living his best life. I mean, what's happening down here? What's that?
It's like a little marmoset, I think.
Marmoset with a accordion. So there we go, everyone. So we're talking about the imposter syndrome because imposter syndrome actually stops a lot of people creating the success they want, and it stops them feeling happy. So it hits both edges of what we're trying to create here, your success and your happiness together, and how we need to try and combat this imposter syndrome. So the first thing I want to talk to you about, and this video is going to be more kind of mindset and what you can be doing to try and overcome the imposter syndrome. I have to show you what Luke's doing. I'm really sorry. Let me just show you. I've got to come and get the camera because he is just, I feel like he's had enough of filming today. How many videos have we filmed?
About 1,000.
How many photos have we taken today?
About 5,000. So tired.
So when I'm filming, this is my current view, everyone. This is probably the most entertaining value you've had, to be fair. Do you even want to know about imposter syndrome, or do you want me to just show you more pictures of Luke? The first thing is, someone else will do it anyway. Honestly, they will. So please bear in mind, when you're thinking about your imposter syndrome, someone else will be doing it anyway. So that leads me to number 2. Why not be an imposter that actually does something about it? Why not actually take action so that this imposter syndrome isn't for nothing? Because if it's going to be there anyway, why don't you take action so that it's not a complete waste? So actually do something, because if the imposter syndrome's there, at least you've taken action at the same time as listening to this imposter. And can I just now let you know what Luke's doing, because I just feel like that's really kind of closing that loop. Taking selfies from himself on the bed of me filming in the background. I just feel like, you know, leave you with that image. So someone else will do it anyway. So number 1, someone else will do it. Number 2, why not be an imposter that actually takes action? Because you won't be worse off from doing it, but you could be worse off by not taking any action at all. Number 3, no one climbs Mount Everest straight away. They have to do some practice climbs. It's exactly the same. No one all of a sudden thinks, yes, I can climb Mount Everest tomorrow and I'm ready to go without any training, no professional equipment, no coaches telling them what to do, a guide, flight tickets. There's so many stages for you to actually be able to climb Mount Everest and do it successfully. It's exactly the same with anything you're trying to do in business. It all happens in stages. So don't focus so much on the very end Mount Everest. Think about the tiny steps you can take right now, and that should help put this imposter syndrome back in its box, because you don't need to think about the end result right this minute. You need to think about just getting started and actually doing something right now that you can achieve, you can do, and is realistic. You don't have to climb Mount Everest tomorrow. Trust me. Just get the hiking boots. So if you're struggling with things like going live, why not just do a video that's pre-recorded first and put that out there? Then practice taking notes for your live. So there's always stages to what you're doing in your business. Just start where you are now, put on those boots and take the steps slowly. This next mindset tip that I've got for you is, no one else is you, so who is the imposter? Because it can't be a person. There is only one you. So this imposter syndrome is just a thought. It's not a person. There's no one imposing, there's no person being the imposter for you, because you are you. There's only one you. So you taking action isn't an imposter on anyone, because it's your action in your life, in your world. So it's just a mindset trick that you need to be thinking about when the imposter syndrome isn't a person, it's just a thought, it's just an entity, it's not a being. It can't physically stop you taking action unless you let it. This imposter syndrome only exists inside your mind. It's not an actual reality. It's not a truth, it's just something we're choosing to believe and let take control. Don't let the imposter syndrome take control. You take back the control, you create the truths, you create the reality. The final thing that I really want you to think about is your imposter syndrome isn't getting you where you want to be, so something's got to change. And once you do take action, there'll be a new imposter syndrome, and then that will continue. It will always up level on the more you up level your life. So it's not something that you can ever completely get rid of, but it is something that you can start to control and you can actually use to your advantage. The imposter syndrome hasn't got you where you want to be so far, so why continue listening to it? And even now I'm thinking to myself, does this video just seem like a complete joke? And now there's going to be all these interruptions, me talking about badgers with shisha pipes, Luke on a bed going mad, and all of these things. But I think that just makes this video so much more personable, and it's part of my personality and it's fun. So the imposter syndrome could think, no, we've got to refilm this whole thing. It doesn't look good enough. It's not professional enough. There's too much humor. There's too much going on. Or I could think, do you know what? I'm here, I'm filming, I'm thinking about my content, I'm being really honest and real with you, and I'm creating things that I know will help you. So why not go with that? Because the imposter syndrome hasn't got me to this point, I have. So why would I now choose to let the imposter stop me with this video, make me redo it, make me use more time, when this video is exactly what you should be seeing? This video is exactly what you need, and I know that the contents of this video can help you. So even for me, you have to have this constant battle. Do you want to allow this imposter, this entity, these thoughts to create a false reality and stop you creating what you really want for yourself? And stop you creating a reality that you know can benefit you rather than hinder you? Think about all of these things I've shared with you today, and ultimately what I want you to start saying to yourself is, I am in charge of what I do and what I don't do. I am in charge of how I show up and how I don't show up. I am in charge of creating success or staying where I am right now. I am in charge of my future and my destiny. Not this thought in your head, not the doubt that turns into imposter syndrome, not this negative manifestation of thoughts. You are in control, and you can take that back and have fun with it, like I have now. Have fun with it. It doesn't matter if everything isn't perfect all the time. It matters that you're showing up. It matters that you're taking action. And it matters that you are showing yourself and this imposter that you mean business and that you're in charge. So I hope this has been, if nothing else, entertaining for you. And I really, really hope that you come back and watch the next videos, which I promise won't all include Luke lying on a bed making me laugh. I mean, maybe they will, because that's just what he's like, but hopefully not. And I hope this has given you food for thought around imposter syndrome, and I really hope this has helped you think about how you are showing up and how you want to show up in your business and the type of individual that you want to become, rather than the thoughts that have been holding you back for so long. I will see you in the next video, and thank you so much for coming along this entertaining journey with me today.